What a night. What a night is Wednesday. We are
Yes,
out
sir.
here. Shop, man. Shit, what's good, bro?
You know what it is, man. Living life, doing shot shit.
Yeah, man. Life is lifing right now
Facts.
for some of us, man. So I'm glad that you was able to come, and for all of you who will be logging in at some point and kind of messing with us today. Pause, no diddy. Um,
Hey,
Welcome in to After Hours, man. This is the evolution of wrestling, man. I'm
yes.
Rashad Taylor. This is my guy, Alan Scott.
What it do?
Man, what's good, bro? How's your week been?
Man. Yeah, I'm here. I survived another fucking day, doing shot shit, and just trying to work, make my money, stack my bread, trying to hit that target, man. I got
Yeah,
goals.
man. Yeah, that's really the thing to do, man. Just out here trying to work and everything and trying to make sure we shit stay out the way but still in the mix, bro. Like that's the overall goal, man. So definitely glad you here. I'm glad to be here, man. Shot is on YouTube. Shot is on
Hey,
he's on the Twitch machine right now. I think both of them are linked. That the Twitch is the underscore shot 7800.
7800. Yeah.
I'm at tailormade underscore 503. But the YouTube is, I want to say it's what uh is it the
Shotty
underscore
Uchiha for me. I
shot
think
the
it's
Uchiha? That's right. You know
I
what I
think
mean?
it's Shotty Uchiha. Did I change it? I might have changed it. Let
I
me
don't
check.
know. I think it might be.
I thought I changed everything, but I don't know.
Yeah. So I think it's still, you know what I'm saying, the underscore shot 7800, at YouTube. So make sure if you're not following here, you following there, and we can kind of get it going. But man,
Facts, you're right. Yep, I did
shit,
update that.
man, it's been a week. It's been a week. You
Yes,
know what I'm saying? There's
yes.
a lot happening. You know what I mean? There's been a lot going on.
A lot
Uh,
can happen in a week. A lot can
a,
take
a,
place.
a lot can happen in a full week. Um, have you been following this whole Kendrick Drake? I don't want to say J. Cole anymore. J. Cole is no longer part of this conversation. J. Cole has left the chat.
Yeah,
But have you been following this whole shit?
I've been trying to keep up with it here and there. I hear things, from shows I watch and stuff, and listen to. Um, I hear. Did Drake come up with another Joe or something? And I know
Drake did come up with another Joan. He did,
Chris Brown in here
absolutely.
for some reason.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we'll get there. You know what I'm saying as well. Breezy has entered the chat as well for rap beef, and he and Quavo are having their issue. I'm not sure what that is over. I think that's over a chick, which
It's
makes it.
Carucci. I thought it was Carucci and maybe somebody else. I don't know.
Is it Karuchi?
I thought that's what they were saying somewhere.
Oh, I don't know if it's Karuchi, but is Quavo knocking Karuchi?
I think in the past something happened with them. I don't know. I don't know why they talk to stuff. I don't know. I
Oh,
really
okay.
don't know. I know that like I thought her name came up in some kind of incident. So
It did, and Quavo is the one that dropped it. And then 4 days ago, Drake dropped the. It's called a tailor-made freestyle. So I'm not gonna say he's biting a little bit, but hey, we'll go from there. I heard a lot of people saying that it's some AI stuff, and I don't know why they think Drake is needs AI. Like,
didn't they say he put Tupac in that joint or something with AI?
honestly, I haven't heard it yet, and so I figure we might as well, queue it up for everybody and let them kind of decide about what's what, and and kind of decide for themselves. So I say do this. Let's do this shot. Let's go ahead and let's watch this Drake disc. Let's listen to it and let's see if it's what it is. Because to this point, Kendrick has not responded. So let's see what we got, man. I don't like the way Drake is looking at me in this, you know what I'm saying, in this picture, but
No, it's not
this
good.
nigga can't help but to be seductive to everybody. It's weird.
Illuminati. Does rise again. You can see it in my eyes again. Future, the West Coast savior. Ain't gravy your name, it's some hip hop history. If you deal with
And I'm gonna stop it there because I don't want to hear AI Tupac ever. Like that's and so for that reason alone, I'm gonna say that's a no on that one, Drake.
That was not good. Not
Yeah,
good at all.
just having, and mind you, it might have been a Pac verse that Pac released. He had more albums after he died than he had when he was alive. So
Yeah,
it
but he
could
said
very well.
Kendrick's name. That wasn't him.
No. So that wasn't. That was definitely AI. How do you feel about? So we talked about this before. So AI is becoming more and more prevalent, and especially in music. You know what I'm saying? Uh, like we've seen people like your boy,
Who we talking about?
Beanie Siegel.
Oh,
Even kind
oh
of
yeah, he said he would make
suggest
an
that
album.
he was going to do an album. AI. I've yet to hear that album from Beanie Siegel, but Beans had something happen to his
His
vocal cords,
vocals.
I believe
Yeah.
it was. Makes it a little difficult for him to be the rapper that he once was. But shot, man, AI is here. Do we love it or do you hate it?
Let me ask you this: have you seen the Terminator?
I have.
What do
Scared the
you
shit out of
think?
me.
What do you think is going to happen? Like,
It's only
it's
so long before the machines really take over and annihilate us. Like that's my whole thing. And like again, if we just almost heard a brand new Tupac verse talking
that,
about how the West needs Kendrick and all this type of stuff. Drake came out with the first diss Drake came out with, the Drop and Give Me 30, or the push-ups track. People said it was AI. Then Kendrick came out with the track that wasn't his, that was definitely AI. In this world of ghostwriters and song references and everything like that, I think music is becoming less and less authentic with stuff like AI.
yeah, it's been on that path for quite some time, but AI has just propelled that uh, way further ahead. Like
I think it's weird, bro. I
it's
think it's hella weird. Like it's one of the, even when I go to the grocery store, and I'm sure you guys have the self checkout lines, scan shit yourself and everything like that.
yeah,
In a minute, they're not gonna need checkers, because the
right.
more and more I go to the store, the more and more I see less cashiers and more people lined up at the self checkout.
Yeah, it don't make no sense why you go to Walmart, they got like 20 registers and it's only two people on them. Like it's crazy.
So I'm not a. I'll be honest. I'm not a big fan of the AI stuff. I like how they can do it for some things, movies, television, like having two characters in the same, at the same time. Okay, like two characters that are the same person,
Mhm.
in the same movie and stuff like that. Okay, cool. But I'm not a huge fan of AI in music. I just think
It's cheating.
I think it's cheating. Yeah, I think
It's
it's cheating
cheating.
overall. And so I'm not a big fan of that part. I think there are some good parts of AI. Like there are some things in my job, like you can take all the notes that you've taken in over the year, and AI will make a whole case note that encompasses all that and stuff like that. So you don't have to do the whole year in review type of little thing. So in certain ways, like if it makes jobs easier, human jobs easier, then yes, I think there's space for it. But
Yeah,
again, rap is one of the things that's not supposed to be easy.
right.
It's not supposed to be easy. Rap is a contact sport, and it's supposed to be difficult. Um, with that said, um, I was very disappointed. I know we didn't talk about this last show, and I was very disappointed. But as we talk about battle rap, as we talk about rap, and I know, Shot, both you and I are pretty big fans of hip hop and the battle scene, and maybe not currently, but
Yeah,
growing up, like battling was just a part of the sport, right?
right.
That was just a part. Rap is a contact sport, and
Yeah,
battle rap was the contact. And J. Cole, who I've always considered a wordsmith. I've always liked J. Cole more than Kendrick. So who are the?
I
Let's
have
start
nothing
there.
to say about that.
Yeah.
Before we get into that, hold on. Let me go grab my beer. This is about to be deep. Hold on.
Yeah, I want to hear what you talking about, man. And also, if you're watching right now and you want to chime in, go ahead and leave a comment and interact with us and everything. But and I'm gonna let Shot go get his beer. But as I'm waiting for him to do it, I'll take a drink of water myself. But as we're waiting for him to come back, you there, Shot? I can hear you. I wonder if we got Shot's audio. I'm pretty sure we do.
All right.
There we go. There we go.
Okay.
So I always felt like J. Cole was a more well-rounded rapper than Kendrick was. Like, here's my big thing. Kendrick's not fun to me. And at some point in rap, it's cool to be like, black power and black empowerment and, all those things and drop some knowledge. Cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like that's all of Kendrick's work is uplift. And mind you, that's great. I'm not saying there's anything bad about it. But for me, as I'm in my car and I'm rolling around and it's a sunny Saturday or sunny Friday or Sunday or whatever, you just got your car washed and everything. What Kendrick song do I put on that's like, yeah, this makes me feel I'm kicking. This makes me feel good as I'm rolling around, going, just left the car wash, got the window down, smoking out the window, maybe got a little cup of something right there. One of them cool. What Kendrick song are you listening to?
King Kunta.
That's the one. And that's the cool part. That's the one. You know what I'm saying? I got a bone to pick. I don't want you must not motherfuckers looking at my phone again. Dope. Love the record. Top to bottom. I know every single word to King Kunta. What's another one?
You got me. Swimming pool.
You gonna listen to All Right?
Swimming
you gonna
pool.
listen to Poet Drinking? You listen to the words of Swimming Pools? Like it's not it's not a super like
different.
Fun song.
It's a different vibe for that song.
It's not a super, but for J. Cole, if I want to just be on some other stuff, you got a good thing. I know you're gonna see you again. Doop 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 doop. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a commercial song, but he's got it and it grooves. Got me up all night, constant singing and love song. That shit is dope. You know what I'm saying? But it's J. Cole has always been more fun than Kendrick. That said, J. Cole let Nas down again. He had a song called I Let Nas Down, and he basically talked about making that workout record, and it was too commercial, and Nas was like, I don't like that one. I say take that with a grain of salt because Nas also made Shorty Say What's Your Price.
Yeah.
Just to back it up. Yeah, with Genuine. He also made that song. So he also made Ooh Chi Wally Wally, Ooh Chi Bang Bang, Ooh. So I mean, I don't want to hear
that was a banger in the hood though.
It was a banger in the hood, but Nas looked at it like, I don't really like that. That's not who I am. That's not anything. Which is the reason I think J. Cole was just always kind of a little bit ahead of where Kendrick was. Although Kendrick was, I won't call him more lyrical, but just more thought-provoking in certain areas of rap. I felt like where Nas messed up is Nas couldn't be as commercial as Jay-Z could. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z can drop those, I'm a hustler, baby. I just want you to know. He could drop those songs and then turn around and drop a song like Heart of the City or Ain't No, or you know what I mean? Never Change or something like that on the same album. So J. Cole decided to bow out of this battle rap, which frustrates me.
He lost a lot of credibility, son.
I mean, in hip hop, and he stated stuff like, "Man, my mental health, and I couldn't sleep, and what, nigga, what?
You're not real hip hop. You can't be real hip hop.
Like, listen, I could totally understand if we were talking. What are some rap beefs, real beef that you remember?
It starts with the NWA for
Okay.
me. I think that's the earliest one that I got. And
NWA and Lynch Mob, you know what I'm saying? Ice
no,
Cubes,
I'm
you
talking
know.
about the whole NWA when they started beefing, when they broke up and was fucking beefing with each
Oh,
other
okay,
and
yeah,
shit.
even there. So that's initially how kind of it started, throwing shots at Cube and
Yeah.
everything like that. And people got into fights, but nobody got hurt. Like, I mean, Jeezy and Gucci, that's real beef.
Well, if we want to talk about Easy E, we don't know what the fuck was up with that.
We don't know exactly what Easy and Suge definitely was, real beef.
Yeah.
Game and 50,
Somebody got
real
hurt.
beef. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Anytime somebody gets hurt or there's a threat of somebody getting hurt, Tupac and Biggie is the explanation
That
of
was
the
the other
two.
one. Yeah.
That's the
That's
that's the
also in my time.
that's the primest example of beef you'll ever find. Motherfuckers lost their
Yeah.
lives
Yeah.
because of it, right? You know what I mean? Like, it was just one of those things, like two great rappers got killed based off of beef. I understand if that's the case, J. Cole. This ain't what this is. This is competitive rap. All y'all stuff is talking about I'm the best. No, I'm the best. No, I'm the best. I'm better than you. I'm better than everybody. That's the basis of rap. It always kind of has been. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What's the first verse to Peyton? I ain't no joke. I used to let the mic smoke. Now
Peyton
slamming what it's
Floyd,
done
yeah.
to make sure that it's broke. I'm letting you know off top. There's nobody after me. I'm it. That's Rakim from back then. Anytime anybody says I'm the best or I'm the dopest, there ain't another nigga flyer to me or anything like that. T.I. has a song that's called The Greatest. My favorite T.I. record. And all he's doing is bragging that entire record about how much better he is than everybody else. That is battle rap.
He's underrated.
Oh, super underrated. Like, I mean, Tip is the one dude that can take one word and rhyme it for 16 bars. Eminem can do it too. But if you go back and listen to T.I. record or the We Taking Over with him and DJ Khaled, takes one word and rhymes it for almost the entire 16 bars. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and that's genius. You know what I'm saying? There's only a few rappers that can really, really kind of do that. But
Yeah.
I was under the impression that J. Cole was about that life as far as hip hop was concerned. And like
Poor
I said,
guy.
I can understand that people was, calling J. Cole talking about I'm gonna kill you and your wife, and understand, like, bro, this is getting out of hand. But this isn't what this was, and he lost some cool points for me.
Yeah, and that kind of sucks because you want to root for somebody in that situation. Some people do anyway. I'm like, yeah, I feel some type of way because he's being true to himself and shit like that. Like, but you shouldn't have jumped in the ring in the first place if he was just going to jump out.
Yeah, it's truly weak. If he's being true to himself, as you say, Shot, that means
That's what people
he
say.
wasn't ever really about any of this. Like that, this part never was nothing that he was really wanting that competition with people. This ain't the first time Kendrick came out and was like, fuck niggas.
Yeah, he did
Ain't the first
Control.
time. We remember
Control was a
Control.
dope. Yeah, it was dope.
We remember Control where he came out and was like, I'm talking to Tyler, Drake, to anybody. Yeah, fuck all you niggas. Like, you cool, but I'm trying to murder you niggas. Like, I'm letting you know what I'm on off top. And for hip hop, we loved it. Yes, we need that competition because everybody's too friendly.
Yeah.
Everybody, and it's okay to be cool and friendly, but when I say too friendly, Shot, me and you come from the days of crews in
Indeed.
rap. It
Yeah.
was crews. It was Rough Riders over there. It was Rockefeller over here. It
Bad
was
Boy.
Bad Boy. Like, we cool and we might do a song together in between there, but like DMX and Jay didn't love each other and they was on tour together. They got dope records together. They didn't love each other. It was competition. Like, you dope, I know it, but I'm on that ass. Pause. When it comes to this music thing. Like, there's a mutual respect. But now these dudes are all buddy and everything, and it's all good until it's not.
Yeah.
And most of the times we're hearing it's over a chick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the funny part, man. Fucking never mind, I'm shut up.
No, go ahead, man. It's even after hours, man. This is a safe space, homie.
There's some evil women out there. That's all I got to say. And yeah, they can cause problems. They
It's a
can
real
cause
thing.
problems.
It's some evil men out there too. Well, I mean, we're not gonna,
It is.
but if we're being honest, as far as
That's why we say no Diddy, because we
what
already know.
you know what I mean, but if we're being honest, as far as what it is, like, there's a lot of this is a weird era of women right now, bro. And this is gonna sound like a lot of woman bashing, but
That's why I paused. I had to stop. I
no,
can't.
we're not gonna pause because it's okay for us to have this conversation. It's okay for us to talk about it and have some interaction. Clearly not saying women aren't amazing people. We're not saying they're not successful or can't be successful. We're not saying they don't play the role in society. Like, none of that is what we're saying. We're talking about a select group of women these days that have kind of changed the narrative as far as how men feel about them. Like, we'll just start with dressing. We'll just start there. There was a time when we were growing up where we fell in love with TLC, right? Not
Yeah.
creep TLC, not with the pajamas, because we were probably right going through puberty or right in that area, right about there. When I first saw T-Boz in that silk pajama, it's like, oh my God, what's happening to me? What is this? What are these feelings that I'm having right now? This is crazy. You know what I mean? But before that, when they were wearing condoms on their, on their overall and stuff, it was like, man, those girls are cute.
Yeah.
All them girls are fly. We look at old Ashley Banks from Fresh Prince, and she was almost never in short skirts and short everything. Like, these girls could cover themselves up and almost be in baggy stuff. All of Aaliyah's stuff that we remember, baggy pants, little, so maybe show her underwear or something like that. But bro, like, it was sexy.
It was different, right?
Still one of them things, but it wasn't hoary.
They left some to the imagination.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like hoary. It wasn't like you didn't need to have like a super fat ass at that point, or you didn't need to have huge boobs at that point. And then all of a sudden something changed to where, like, you gotta have all that. We live in the BBL era.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're manufacturing people now. That's pretty
And
much
that's not
what it is.
and number one, how fair is that?
And that's why we got AI. Because look, man, I'm telling you, it
Yeah,
all ties in.
but
It all ties
AI
in
only
together
takes us so far for men. It can make me.
for a moment.
We have this thing on this program to where I can make both of us look 10 years younger right now by enhancing our faces. That's a feature that's on here. And I was gonna do it for the last show, but I was like, that looks ridiculous. Like,
Gonna
that
make me look 12 or something.
yeah, no, it makes you look, like you're almost 15 years younger. But there's no real way that we can fool anybody, any women. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you see for us in the most part is what you get. You look at the picture and see his hairline don't exist or something like that. Like, that's not gonna change by the time you meet him or anything like that, or by the time y'all have y'all next date. But we can go out with a girl that looks one way Monday, and then Tuesday something totally different. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? We can go. I saw this video earlier today, of this lady that had a waist trainer on and was just like saying, lady, this is why you wear it. This is why you do it. Makes your body curve and slim. Man, she took that shit off and her whole stomach just said.
It's a magic trick, man.
And expanded. And it was like, this is unfair, because guess what? You can get home, the woman, nice, like, man, great shape, everything. And then you get back to the house and she takes off that bra with the extra stuff in it, or she takes off that waist trainer and everything like that. Like, we don't have like a store like Victoria's Secret. We don't have a Victor's Secret.
Yeah.
We can just go to and,
hey,
buy some dick-filled underwear and then get home, pull them shits off. It's like, haha, fooled you too. You know what I'm saying?
Market? There might be a market for that. You might want to trademark.
There might be a market for it. We could probably start selling it. I guarantee we could. Right now, they make those T-shirts that are like slimming for men and stuff like that. I almost guarantee we could make, like, not even an insert, but just an underwear that comes with, you know what I mean? Like, depending on your preferred size and everything like that. I guarantee we could make that and make a fortune.
Man, look, don't let nobody steal our idea.
No, I mean, yeah, ain't nobody gonna steal. People, to steal an idea, you have to have follow through, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I want your idea, I got to do all the groundwork to make that shit work. Most people don't want to do no damn groundwork, bro.
Yeah,
That's
that's
normal.
true. But some people got money, which will make other people do it.
No, yeah. I mean, if you got the money, or if you know the person, I just want to cut, because us bringing this idea up is technically, now this is pretty much intellectual property.
Yeah, it's
So if
us
you,
now. It's ours. It's owned
yeah,
by
so if
Evolution
you
of
take it
Wrestling.
and use it, we have this video to be like, no, we said this
It's
here,
ours.
and it's documented, so we can at least end up keeping that if we really, really wanted to. But
TM all of that.
I don't want to, but we live in this era of women that the money is the first thing that we're looking for. Then companionship is second. And I think that's
If
the
it's
part
even
that's
second.
no, yeah, and that's the best part, that's kind of, because it used to be companionship first, and then money is maybe second or third on the list. But somehow things have shifted to where I heard Dr. Umar, who, if you know who Dr. Umar Johnson is, say something that was pretty interesting. So
Mhm.
tomorrow is the start of the NFL draft. You're going to see a lot of brothers drafted, and they're going to be sitting right next to the white queen.
Oh shit!
Right? What he said was,
I'm gonna have to watch that.
pretty profound, in the sense that he said women, our sisters in particular, right? Which is what we date. Let's just go ahead and be real. We love everybody, but we date, black women. That's kind of what it is for us.
Yeah.
And was saying that white women will take somebody who hasn't reached their potential yet and stay with him and help him even get to that space, help him get to that potential. Black women want you to come finished. They want you to come already with the goal that you had in mind accomplished and good, and we can go from there. Right? Like, so if I'm working towards getting something,
Yes.
it's almost like, come back in a couple years once you got it. On the other hand, the white girl's like, no, I'm not only am I going to be here with you, I'm going to support you through it, and I'm going to help you when you're broke. I'm going to do all these things. So then when you get this final payoff, it's no wonder they look extremely happy once their dude gets drafted. Like, they know that all that hard work and determination for me has paid off. As far as the other way around, I'm not saying that there aren't black women that stick with their potential draft pick through that time, but I mean, they're not there for the investment of it, and that's the thing. Like, those women are investing in those men in that time. I don't see a lot of that. Again, in my experience, like, black women want you to be. I don't have time for you to have your own. I got my own things going on. I don't have time to coach you or to help you through this. You're supposed to be able to help me through it.
I'll be honest with you. I've had somewhat of the opposite experience.
Okay.
The majority of the black women I've been with,
Mind you, this is from Dr. Umar. This is what he said. I'm not saying this is in my research.
right? So I'm just saying, like, just from my personal experience, I've been, I've been all over the place, and it's been to me, it's been like it's been it's been the opposite. For the most part, can't say all of the black women I dated were supportive and stuff like that and try to help you achieve your goals, but most of them did. And
Good.
then I can say the opposite about
Listen,
the other
I
side.
can
Like,
I can personally
they
say the
weren't
same
really
thing.
for anything, but but here I was young then, so it wasn't nothing they could do. I mean, I was young then, but I've noticed that as at my age now, and the women that I dated were kind of supportive.
And I'm going to echo your sentiment, because that hasn't been my experience either. For the most part, and for the majority of the black women that I have dated, have been, man, pushers in a good way. Like, you can do it, you should do it, encouraging you to do it. And I've been lucky enough to meet a lot of really cool people. You know what I mean? That some of them helped very much. I've also been lucky enough to meet some takers, and ones that don't have time to pour in to, to that person. So but money became the object of everything. And I'm curious as
Yeah.
to when that's gonna change, or if it's going to change. Like, I was never into the video vixen For me, that was never the girl I wanted.
Right.
I
Right.
always wanted Ashley Banks. I always wanted Winnie Cooper. I
I
always
feel
wanted
you.
Topanga
You
Lawrence. I
talking about
always,
the
yeah,
girl next door type of
yeah,
thing?
I
Like,
always wanted
yeah.
that because in my head, that was the girl that was respectable. She was dumb. She was gonna be cute.
And
She was gonna
loyal.
be sexy. She was gonna be all those things that you wanted when you were younger, but she's still gonna have a good kind of almost sweet soul, you know what I'm saying, behind it. That's kind of always the woman I've been attracted to. Are the BBLs attractive? Depending on the BBL, you know?
Right.
And I think there's a lot of women that don't really know that a lot of us like the BBL, but we don't love it.
That's the thing about it. Yeah. It's a good time, but it's not something that's for all the
It's
time.
just a good time. Like we see you and it's like, man, she looks good, she whatever, but like, come on, man. Like it's almost unnecessary, you know. And not to say that you can't fix yourself up however you want to. You want bigger boobs, I say go get them, but I'm not a boob guy anyway, so you're not doing it for me, you know.
I ain't gonna say that about myself. I mean,
You are?
I'm a boob guy.
Are you really?
Yes.
Not
Yeah,
a lot
man.
of black dudes are like titties, bro.
I don't understand why
We
not.
don't dislike them. We don't dislike them, but it's
No,
like,
I feel you, but like, yo, that's my thing.
yeah, is it your thing?
I'll get in trouble. Yeah, that's my thing.
Oh man, I'm like I said, hips and ass are. Thank God for those. You know what I
I
mean?
need that too. Don't get me wrong. I need that too.
So you can only have
But
one. Well, you can only have one. Which do you want?
it depends on how.
Nope. Nope.
No, because
You
it
can only
really
have one.
depends.
Okay? I'll give you a scenario. You got
You can't be like a board. You can't be flat
you
as a
got Sanaa
board.
Lathan in front of you,
Uh-huh.
right? You get her face. You get everything. You can only have boobs or hips and ass. Which one?
I'll take hips and ass.
Of course you will. Of course you will. At the end of the day, we're always going to do that. Like they're nice boobs are awesome, but like I'm not a fan
But
of boobs either.
they get look. I'm not look. And here's my thing. I'm not talking about like triple D type of shit. I'm like, give me a nice C, C38C or some shit
Well,
like that.
hella big,
Maybe,
bro.
hey, look, it
38C?
something like that. That's
That's
good.
ginormous, man.
Well, that's what the fuck I've been fucking with all the
And
time.
here's the cool part. Like, I have really big hands. I have really big hands. Like, I don't need a 30. Man, something
I
that
got a
fits.
big mouth, so I
Yeah,
need 30.
yeah,
let me
exactly. Well, there you go. But
let me
something's
stop.
like, man, I don't need everything flippity flopping in my man. Hey, man.
My dude,
Cool.
yo, I'm trying. Okay, yeah.
Not all the time, but you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got them hanging ones that when they be on top, they just kind of just right and then you gotta try to, make up play things
Yo, that's
during
the
that time.
fun part, Jack. Come on, man.
It's fun, but don't get me, it's definitely fun. However, if you're asking me, like that thing right there, that shape, that hourglass, yeah, man, that might be the coldest thing, you know what I'm saying,
The
in the
shape,
world.
don't get me wrong, the shape is good. I love
Yeah,
that shape.
yeah.
But I'm not. But I don't want nobody who got like a B cup. Like no, like I can't fucks with.
A
I
B
can't
cup
fucks
is
with
not small, shot.
that. It depends on what B you talking about. They're
Yeah,
not small, but I mean, yeah, nah.
yeah. A
I
B cup
mean,
is not like, granted, it's not like a C or anything
yeah,
like
I mean,
that, but a B cup is definitely not small, bro.
it's definitely not big though.
You know what I mean? It really depends. And it's one of those things, like I said, I prefer not to have, you know what I mean, those big ass matters.
Look.
I mean, it's,
I'm willing to give anybody a shot. Don't get me wrong.
oh yeah, everybody
Anybody can
can
have
line
a
up.
shot with the shot. Like,
Everybody can line up to get knocked down.
yeah, I mean, but
That's the cold part. You know what I'm saying? That's
yeah,
what I'm definitely going to go ahead and say. However, like if you had your choice, like that whole thing, you get to pop the balloon. You know, you've seen those things. Like,
I seen them things.
yeah, if this, no, thank you, not my. And mind you, if it's a natural thing, which it is for a lot of women, you know what I mean. I know a lot of girls with really big boobs that are like they hate them, and I'm like, why,
Yeah, I've come across that.
yeah,
Yeah,
and I'm like, why would you hate that? That's like, being angry at God for something. Like,
yeah.
why would you hate that? Because physically it's
They say
uncomfortable.
they right. They say their back be hurting and all that.
Yeah. Could you imagine having two big ass things on your chest to where they kind of pull you forward a lot of bit and you got to try to walk up straight? That sounds awful. That
Yeah.
sounds awful. Shout out to my A and B cups, man. You're the real MVP over here.
Yo,
And
week back. Let me stop.
well, this is no disrespect and everything. Whenever a woman does have huge boobs, it's almost impossible to look classy anywhere. It's almost
Um,
impossible.
that's also an issue. Like something I had to deal with. I'm like, yo, like you look too
Like
good,
you
and everybody
stand
can
there,
see that shit.
you go to
Yeah, I'm
church
like
and let's say
everybody
there's
can see that shit.
yeah, you go to church or something like that, or a family function, and she's got her stomach kind of in, and these huge. I mean, or we're going to we have to go to a gala, a ball, somewhere you got to put on a tuxedo and a tie for, and she's coming out with these big ass titties, like.
That's why I said they don't got to be that big. Like, look,
Even
give
if they
me
are at those C's, would you say a
C
38?
something, 38C. Yeah,
That's
38C sound like a good size
that's
to me.
still very big, bro.
Mm-mm.
Still very big. And on top of that, in a dress like that, because I know women's fashion very, very well.
Oh, you're gonna have cleavage. You're gonna have cleavage.
You're gonna have cleavage, but they're not gonna be able to wear a bra like that. You
Uh,
wear something strapless or whatever, a bra, tacky. Don't do it, ladies. If you're out there listening, if you got a tube top on and a bra, you look ridiculous. Make a decision. You shouldn't have wore the tube top. Like it looks crazy. That's one of my biggest pet peeves for women is one busted Air Force Ones. I don't understand. I just don't wear them or try to wipe them down or just don't wear them. Probably that and women that wear like backless or shoulderless clothes with a bra. You look ridiculous. I'm sorry.
you see that a lot? Because I don't see
I
that.
see it a lot. I see it a
Yeah.
lot. It's like wearing a very nice suit with white socks with your black shoes, like white, you know what I'm saying, ankle socks or
Trying to do
something
the
like
Michael
that.
Jackson, John.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm about
no,
to
I
say.
mean the shiny Michael Jackson Jones might be fun for some people, right now. You see JD and how he be dressing.
I heard about the shit he had on. What is the Super Bowl?
Yeah,
Motherfucker had
like bro,
on
he looks
he had
ridiculous.
on the Easter socks.
The women's Easter socks, man, them things look like leg warmers that he had on. So, yeah, so how much would it cost for for you to wear those leg warmers?
Me?
How
I'm
much would
not.
we pay the shot,
I ain't paying. No. You ain't gotta give me shit. I'm not wearing that shit. I'm good.
bro?
Integrity.
You at the mall, right? You at the mall, and you walk past the little designer store, and the nigga's like, "Hey, bro, I got these socks, man. You look perfect. I'll give you $2,000 if you wear these with this suit short set and these loafers."
Not doing it.
You lying, bro.
No, I'm not.
You lying. You
I'm not
lying,
doing it.
bro.
No, because I've been through too much. I'm too old. Nah, fuck that. I'm not falling for nobody bullshit. I'm not
You
putting
like,
on
what?
nothing that
You
I
gonna pay
don't
me
feel
how much?
comfortable in.
2,000 for how long? I gotta wear this stuff? Hey, bro, I'm gonna be looking like JD at the Super Bowl. Look at the socks, loafers with the white socks, killing it. You know what I'm saying? No problem. So, yeah, man. But, shit, we can talk all day about the ladies. We love you, ladies. All
No, we
ladies,
still have another question.
all cup sizes.
What is this question that's in the book of shot here?
Yeah. What is the question in the book of shop, man? Yeah, let's hear it. It's been a minute, man, but it's back. Shop bought found his book because for a minute he couldn't find it, but now he found it.
Here.
And
I know
I
y'all like
found
that
something
too.
too. I found my headband that I got from Givenchy.
Hey,
Yeah, how that shit look?
I ain't know nothing about how to pronounce that at all.
Oh, it's So we're American and we're in America, so I call it Givenchy,
That's what
but
I thought.
but it's actually pronounced Givenchy.
It makes sense. I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
How that look, bro? Yeah.
I think that's all you, man.
It's a headband, right?
It's a headband.
It's definitely a headband. Probably not something I feel like Soldier Boy when he had that what was it, that Gucci headband on? You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't fucking know.
Givenchy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, what we got in the book of shot?
All right, so the book of shot. We was talking about how much money would you take to do something ridiculous,
Okay.
right? So let's pose that question. If you were someone in the world today and someone proposed marriage to you, how much money would it take for you to say yes if they were offering you money? What would it take?
So
What would it take?
that's a lot to take in. Pause for that question. So I have follow-up questions before I answer it. First question. Do I like the person? Are we together?
Yes, let's say you're in a relationship for at least a year. Say you've
Okay.
been together
So with that person.
with that person. You've been in a relationship with that person, and that person has a situation where they can marry someone for an amount of money. That's a different situation. Matter of fact, I'm changing situations. But
Okay.
no, your question. Here it is to you. What would it take to you? I'm sorry. What would it take for you? Yes, to marry someone that you don't even fucking know. That's what it is. You
Oh,
don't even
okay.
fucking
That
know
I
this
don't
person.
know.
There we go. Yeah,
I don't know at all.
yeah.
Like I mean, I don't know at all. Like, have you had conversation at all, or is it just like some random ass person?
It's a proposition. It's a financial proposition. It's
Financial proposition.
yeah. They will gain. They will gain from this marriage.
What will I gain from this marriage?
You will gain
Just monetarily.
financially. Yes.
Monetarily. Okay, that's
Yes.
it. And money is not an object. Like, I mean, or this is just like me personally, because I think having been married for the both of us, like we might look at it a little differently. But for me, if money is not an option, I'm assuming I'm marrying for a green card or for something along those lines.
We can say that. Yeah, well,
Okay.
throw it in there. Throw it in there. I don't
Okay.
know.
It would have to be a few million. A few million. I couldn't tell, and it really depends on how much that person's actually worth. Oprah is asking me to marry her, then I'm probably gonna, name my price because she's got it, right? So I
Yeah,
can easily say, man, I want 30 million, and Oprah is gonna cover that, So,
definitely, definitely. But
but
okay, we wouldn't say over because we're not going to go that high. We're going to
yeah,
go
if we're just talking some random
somebody lower than
person,
that.
like,
Somebody.
man, I don't know. It can't be anything less than if you're marrying anybody for anything less than like 100,000 to 5. Because let's think about just normal people, like, right? Most of us won't get Oprah's money. So $100,000 is a lot of money. $200,000 is clearly more than 100. So, but the number will probably be around there because you got to think about the pain and suffering you're going to go through with being married to somebody, especially a stranger. They make TV shows about that shit.
They make movies about that.
They make movies about that shit. Yeah, right. So
You ever seen Indecent Proposal?
absolutely, bro. You want to hear something weird? I have the most visceral reaction to movies like Indecent Proposal, or have you ever seen Unfaithful?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So Indecent Proposal kills me every time because number one, nigga didn't have to do that. Don't let your girl go on with Robert Redford. Are you tripping? Like, he's Robert Redford. Like, what are you doing? You're Woody Harrelson, bro. You don't let Demi Moore go off with Robert Redford and think that you're gonna be cool. He's about to knock your girl down. And so for me, I'm one of those people, shot like I'm a jealous motherfucker, bro. I'll be honest. I'm not gonna say like I'm not like a crazy jealous person. Like, I'm not gonna like stalk you from the house and I'm not. No, but like, who is he? What was you doing? Like, I want to know. Like, so there's no way that I wouldn't have been all in her face. Like, man, what the fuck? What happened? I'm not gonna be able to touch you, talk to you, anything after that movie. But yes, I've seen Indecent Proposal. Yeah, it would, and even that movie, he offered $1 million for a night. You're talking about marrying me, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna need a little more than $1 million if it's like that. Like I said, if it's somebody with Robert Redford money, then yeah. But man, like I said, if you're doing it for anything less than 100,000, 200,000, it's not worth it. Honestly, it's not worth it, man. So, yeah, my number is at least 100.
All right, so $100,000.
100,000.
You'll marry a chick that
100,000.
you don't know.
I mean, how long do we have to be married? And if we're just doing it for the green card, that means I only have to do it for a little bit. Because once you got your green card, it's not based on you being married to me anymore. We just have to make sure that you
You
whatever.
have to make sure that when they come and pop up on y'all are together, because otherwise it's fraud and it's
Well,
a
we
problem.
can get divorced though, right? So
You have to be together for like 3 years,
yeah, so I
and
mean,
y'all
it's
have
like,
to probably live together and stuff like that.
so we're talking a 3-year marriage. Yeah, I'm gonna need at least 300,000. At
Uh,
least at bare minimum $100,000.
what
Bare
if
minimum.
here's a curveball.
Let's hear it.
What if you got this proposition? All right, like I said earlier, you are already in a relationship with somebody, and you got this proposition,
Ooh, yeah, that's sticky.
and both of
Um,
y'all might be
it's
needing
not
that money.
again. It's if I'm in a situation, no. If I'm in a situation, just me being the person that I am, no. Like I can't do that. I wouldn't put my partner through something like that. I wouldn't, even put that type of stress on the relationship or even have to, how weird of a conversation is that? Baby, I got
That,
to talk to you about something.
that would be
I
some
asked me
shit.
to marry him for $100,000 and I'm thinking about saying yes. Like,
That'd be
what?
crazy as fuck, man.
What? Like, what are you talking about? You're thinking about saying yes. Yeah, I'm thinking it might be a good idea financially for us to relationship over. Relationship's over.
Yeah, I don't
Like
see any
I,
other
I mean,
way.
I'm thinking about because if you come to somebody with that, it means you're considering it. Like there's a way to come to like, oh my God, baby, somebody offered me $200,000 to be their wife. What? Yeah, it's some crazy motherfucker, man. It was nuts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but what are we doing for dinner? What are we, you know what I'm saying? Like move on. Like it was funny, it was something to talk about and everything. And I might joke back, shit, call this nigga back. See,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like there's a way to do that. But
yeah.
when you come at somebody and start asking questions, like what would you think if say what? Like I wouldn't think shit about it because that wouldn't happen. So yeah, I think there's the reaction I think would have been the main thing is like no, like you sound ridiculous, right now because it sounds ridiculous, but it happens, bro. There are people that kind of get those type of offers,
People do that shit.
and I'm not gonna say every day. I don't know if that's the case, but shit, scroll through Twitter, sometime and see what some of these motherfuckers are saying and some of these
This is
chicks.
every day.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, like I'll give you $5,000 if I'll give you $7,000 to do that. Like, who wants their phone bill paid for? Like, yeah, there's some real tricking ass niggas that do that and everything. But back to what we were talking about earlier, what type of not even just woman, what type of person accepts that deal? Like you're only about money.
You
Like
have to
you
be.
can't be thinking about love, relationships, how it makes you look. Because even if you do stay together for 3 years, you become divorced. Like, divorced women it's a different beast from dating, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like divorced men, in most cases, it almost looks, for some cases, almost makes us more desirable. It's weird, but I've met a lot of
True.
women that, being divorced wasn't a problem for them because at least it shows that that you are willing to be in long-term relationships and committed
Yeah.
and all that stuff, which is what a lot of dudes aren't ready to do. But the fact that you've already committed in a relationship and everything shows that you're willing to take that plunge and do that stuff. There are a lot of women that, that kind of see that as not a plus, but almost, a plus.
Facts. Yeah.
But a divorced woman, no, it's almost like, well, what did you do? And why haven't you found anybody else yet? And why, so it's almost, kind of weird. So being divorced in the first place isn't like the coolest thing in the world. If we're being 100, straight up with each other, it's not the
Yeah.
dope shit in the world to be just some divorced dude or divorcee or anything like that, but I think men are still more desirable in that case, in most cases to women than we are. So yeah, man. So that's a lot to process, as far as that. Like you got to be a real kind of thought though to accept men or women. Like you got to be a real thought to be like, well, I'm gonna do it. And so, like I said, 100,000 is my bare minimum.
Yeah.
Anything less than that, like you're playing yourself. You're playing yourself. I'll give you
Sounds like it.
$15,000. Like nigga, that's not enough. That's barely somebody's. That's if you offer that's $15,000 right now, and I'm not trying to like give away like what we make or whatever, but if I woke up tomorrow and my salary was $15,000, I would probably shoot myself.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to
Not
survive
in
off
the
of that.
face or anything like that or the head, but in the foot, in the hand, something like that to punish myself because it's ridiculous. There's no way to live off of, if you've ever been in an accident, and I have before, and I got a settlement for like 21,000. And it was like when I got the check, and I'm like, I think I'm like 25, 26 at this time. When I got the check, 25,000, like in your hand. Cool. Right? Ask me how long that 25 grand lasted. Or 21 grand, excuse me.
I'd say probably a couple weeks.
Oh, well, a little longer than that. That shit lasted me like 9 months, almost a year. Less than that.
Really? I don't know if I'd have had it. I don't even know if I would have had it for that long.
I bought a car straight up. You know what I'm saying? Let me go buy this car. I got my nice little apartment. I bought some furniture to go, in the apartment. And then I was kicking it and going to bars and buying booze and buying weed and, you know what I'm saying? Everything that a young 26-year-old man is supposed to do with that money. But after 9 months, this is before I had a kid. This is before I was, married. Like after 9 months, that shit was gone, bro. So I can only imagine getting that shit now with the way the prices are. My Range Rover, it cost me like $100 to fill it up.
That's fucked up.
To fill it up, bro. Like I spend about $25 a day in gas every day. That's that's going back and forth. Now I have a kid that I have to provide for. Rent is higher now than it was back in 2006, 5, or or 7, 8.
Yeah.
I got that money. You know what I mean? Like so, man, I'd still have money to do stuff, but that shit is not gonna last as long as you want it to. Like if you get that money and you 18, you living in a college dorm or something like that, then you can pocket that. Cool. Mm-hmm. But if you got kids, if you got that 21,000 wouldn't have did nothing for me at that point. Nothing for me. So yeah, I can imagine, I couldn't imagine accepting anything less than 200 racks, bro. 100 racks.
Yeah.
So what about you?
It's a no-go for me in any kind of way.
And like I said, if I'm with somebody, then it's off the table. Like it's one of them things. Unless you're a swinging relationship to where they're like, yeah, man, bring more to merrier type people. They exist, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those people exist. And so I think it depends on the person. But if you ain't a swinging ass motherfucker, then hey man, that's weird.
Yeah, I'm not. I couldn't do it.
Girlfriend weirdo, like or a boyfriend. Like, why are you asking people to marry you for money? You know what I mean? And so I don't know. That would be mine, man. What else we got on the Book of Shot, bro?
Book of Shot's talking about Kanye West punching a dude in the face because he put his hands on his wife.
I don't know what's to say here. And how did he? And do we know how he touched his wife?
It was inappropriately. I heard from what I heard and read, like he kind of put his hand under her dress or whatever and like spun her around or something like that. And I don't know. It's just it's a no go. You don't do it any type of way.
What weirdo puts their hand under a woman's dress that's not your own lady? Like I don't.
There's some weird people out here, bro.
I'm so confused. So guess what, Kanye? I very seldom get to say this to you anymore, but good shit.
You got to do what you got to do.
Good shit, Kanye. I almost never get to compliment Kanye or said you did the right thing. Hey man, I pray for it sometime. I pray for somebody to do something inappropriate to my girl so I can really have that type of reaction. I don't really pray for it. I'm just saying, like it's just one of those things. Like you hope it doesn't happen, but you're prepared for it to actually happen. And so I had this thing with my lady, and I was like, man, if Mike Tyson grabbed you on the ass, like I would have to fight him. I would have no choice. Like we're walking out of a bar and something like that, and Mike Tyson just say, "Hey, sweet thing," and grabbed her, slapped her ass, like, "Cuz, like, I gotta fight you."
You know what's funny about that? I actually, I wasn't. I know somebody who has a story like that,
Really?
and it does involve Mike Tyson. Yeah.
Did he fight him?
No, I know the woman.
Oh, okay. Did she leave with Tyson?
No.
Man, Tyson's a scary ass dude, man. So I can, like I said, and here's the cool part. You're gonna lose that fight. Mike Tyson's even at 60, Mike Tyson's gonna whoop my ass, bro. Like there's nothing I can do about it. I have to do, but there's no way I can save face with my girl if that happened and I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, you got to do something. And yeah, it doesn't matter who it is. You still got to do something.
Yeah, you have to, and I would have no choice but to get my jaw broke. So we're gonna sue this nigga twice. One for sexual assault again, and then the other one for breaking my jaw.
Thanks.
So we're gonna get paid out of this. So thank you, Mr. Tyson. But I had
But
a friend.
let's not slander Mike. Mike has turned his.
No, Mike is a different dude. So
Yeah.
I have a buddy of mine who one of his best friends played for the Indiana Pacers, for a long time. And so he's telling me the story on my radio show, and he's like, they go to dinner, and they're at this really nice dinner, and they had a couple girls, pretty, girls, prettiest girls from, Indiana, I guess, at the table with them.
Okay.
And Mike Tyson walk in, and everybody was like, "Oh shit, there go Mike Tyson right there, right?" And so Tyson walks in, sees the girl they're at some nice steakhouse or something like that, right? So sees the girl over at the table with them. It's like, "What's up with you? Like, what you doing?" She's like, "Oh, nothing. I'm having dinner with them." And he was like, "Man, why don't y'all go ahead and come over here with us? We got this section, got everything." And the girl was like, "No, it's okay. I'm gonna, stay here with them. These are my people. I'm gonna go ahead and stay here with them." And Tyson looks around the table and goes, "Man, fuck these bitch ass niggas." And the response my man said they had is everybody at the table, mind you, it wasn't a quiet like, "Man, fuck these bitch ass niggas." Man looked around at the table, glanced at some of these NBA players, and was like, "Man, fuck these bitch ass niggas." And everybody at the table went, just kept eating, didn't look up, didn't look over to say anything. What do you do in that situation when Mike Tyson basically says, "Man, fuck these little punk ass"?
It's more y'all than it is of him. Like, come on. Fuck. Nah, I'd have jumped. We had to jump. We would have had to jump him. We would have had to jump him or something.
Yeah, I'm at least talking shit, bro. Like,
nah.
I'm at bare minimum talking shit. Man, who are we talking to, bro? Like, you'll get clapped over here. I'm gonna make a bunch of threats that I don't mean, bro. I will kill you right now, fam. Like, not gonna do that. Clearly not gonna do that, man. So, but yeah, I think there's some time. But it was crazy. Like, all them dudes took the high route, I guess, the high road, and was like, "Not tonight, Mike. Not tonight." I'm just gonna go ahead and let that go. I think I'm saying so.
Yeah.
That's just me. And so shout out to you, Kanye Tuda, for putting your hands on somebody. Kanye could probably fight too.
He probably can, but I don't know if he's in shape to do it anymore. Like,
yeah,
effectively.
Yeah, Kanye can probably fight. I mean, well, I hope he can fight as much as he talks shit. So Kanye's jumped into that Drake and Kendrick beef. I'm not sure if you heard his remix to.
I didn't hear what he said. Nah.
Yeah, he did a Like That remix and basically took some shots at Drake, which I thought him and Drake were cool, but I guess not cool again. But I suppose that's not the issue. I mean, this feels like Civil War, bro. This feels like the Avengers movie Civil War, because you got all these rappers and all these producers that are just taking their side.
Right.
Who do I want to beef with? Who do I want to be? You know what I mean? Whose side do I want to be on right now? Right now, you got J. Cole, I guess. He's may or may not be there. We'll see. Drake, J. Cole, Lupe.
I ain't hear that.
and a bunch of other, people on one side, and then on the other side, it's, you know, it's Rick Ross, who I don't love. It's Future, who I
Don't
don't.
do that.
You fuck with Rick Ross like that?
I don't really fuck with anybody too hard, but I like Rick Ross.
Yeah. Whoa, that's wild, bro. That's crazy.
I
I'm
mean, I'm not saying he's like I ain't saying he's my favorite, but like
Rick
yeah,
Ross
I
is
like I
trash,
like
bro. Rick Ross is trash.
um I like he's got a lot of like I like the MMG joints he got. There's a couple joints with MMG. It's not like I'm gonna say it's not like the songs that I like is just exclusively him. I do
Rick
like
Ross.
I like the collabs that he has too. Like he
You,
has that's yeah whatever.
name one bar from Rick Ross that you were like, "Ooh, that was fresh."
I can't do that right now, but if I threw on a Rick Ross song or something, then I could probably sing along with it,
Yeah.
but I can't just come off the top of my head with some shit.
No, that's and I don't think
I know
anybody
what I
can.
like.
Yeah, no, and honestly, I don't think anybody can. Like Rick Ross is. There's nobody that's gotten away. Only Too Short has gotten as far in rap as he has by never changing his content. There's nobody else in rap that has gotten this far and been the same rapper since day one. Rick Ross on Hustlin', he's rapping the exact same then as he is on anything that he's got going now. Rick Ross is to me the most overrated, overhyped rapper that has ever existed to me.
I mean, I can yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say that much, but
He's got cuts, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying
yeah,
that's not to say doesn't got good songs, but there's not one bar I can think of is like, yeah, that shit was dope. Like that, what did he say right there?
you're
Ooh.
right. You're right.
I don't think there's one bar. And I know there's some Rick Ross people that probably gonna disagree with that, but that's just the way I feel. I don't know if there's, one person that does that. So yeah, man.
Look,
What else?
uh,
Go ahead.
I'll be right back, and I do have more shit for the book of shot if you want to keep going. I got a lot of shit.
Well, yeah, we'll keep going when you come back, man.
Cool. I'll be right back.
Yeah, so Shot's gonna take a commercial break, at this point, and we'll make sure we get back to him when he comes back. But yeah, man, I don't know, and I catch a lot of flack for not being a Rick Ross dude. I really, really do. And like I'm not saying he's terrible. I just think he's a weak rapper. I just don't think he's one of them dudes that really gets me going. His beats are fresh. The beats that he chooses are super, super dope all the time. Real epic, lots of build. But for the most part, man, he's not entertaining as a rapper to me. He never really has been. So, and this was, I think, Hustlin' came out back in 2006, and I'm living in Las Vegas, and I'm doing a bunch of shit I probably didn't have no business doing at that time. And for everybody else, like Rick Ross spoke to them, but I was always like, this is corny. This is corny. And it just never grew out of being corny to me. And so, I mean, I wish I saw what everybody else saw. And who else is like that for me? It's Future. Like me and my, lady were talking, and I was like, I don't understand. I don't get why everybody feels Future. And maybe it is just me. Maybe I'm just the weirdo that don't know no better and has terrible taste in music. That could very well be what it is. I don't think so though. I think Future is he's kind of as Atlanta rappers, he's at the bottom tier, for me. If we really start ranking every Atlanta rapper that was out that meant something to rap culture, I would put a lot of people, not a lot of people, but they're the people that would go above Future would be pretty long, I think, man. So Shot made it back as we're talking about
For
probably his
sure.
other favorite rapper, Future.
He cool. He cool. I don't know a whole lot that he does.
Yeah, I'm not a big Future fan, as I was kind of saying. Just when you were gone, I don't really understand like what the appeal is for Future.
What he got? What are his songs again? Because like I said,
Molly Percocet.
I don't mess with drugs like that.
Well, some of them are fun.
Mm,
You've never done Molly before?
No, but I did shrooms, dog. Yo,
How'd you like shrooms?
they they were an experience. I have to do them again.
Okay.
I definitely have
Well,
to do it again.
what
But
you have to do, not have to do, because don't do drugs, kids. But you get a chance. Molly is amazing.
uh,
It's one of those things like it's the most fun thing I may have ever done, in my life. I've only done it a couple times, and both of them were going to concerts. So the first time I saw 50 and Busta Rhymes.
I was about to say what concerts.
Yeah, the first time was 50 and Busta Rhymes, and that was awesome. But I wasn't really feeling as great, for that one. I was feeling good, but the second time was at the Nas and Wu-Tang concert. And also, me and my cousin Kevin, shout out to my cousin KT, we polished off, he had a bottle of Hennessy. And so we got that into the arena and we polished off the bottle of Hennessy and watched Nas and Wu-Tang. And I'm telling you, still the greatest night that I've ever had in a concert setting. Absolutely phenomenal, and just the way I felt was like the energy was there. Like the lights were, it wasn't like one of those things like the lights are so bright and everything. It was like, man, that energy was there. And it's like, yeah, this is fun. This is super fun. So
That's crazy.
I think Molly might be my new DOC. You know what I'm saying?
I forgot. Yeah, y'all can do whatever the fuck y'all want out there.
Well, no, they've changed that.
What?
Yeah, they changed that, man. So they've actually just kind of went back on that law here in Oregon. So for those who don't know, Oregon had this weird law to where they decriminalized hard drugs. So heroin, meth, crack, so you could walk down the streets and just see somebody at the bus stop or at the crosswalk just tripping off of meth. You could see people like
That sounds like a
you see little
fucking
tinfoil things
fun
all over
time.
town. It was pretty insane. But they've since decriminalized or criminalized it again to where now they're going to start cracking down on that stuff. And it just made the city look really gross and really nasty and all that stuff. So hopefully the city gets back to looking a certain way. But yeah, it wasn't cool, bro.
That's crazy. They keep fucking with the weed shit around here. Like the
They're gonna do that for a while too.
the shops and shit used to be able to sell weed. They can't sell weed no more, but they can still sell like the vapes and shit like that.
Boo.
Yeah.
So why can't they sell weed?
They decided against it. They just they passed another law or whatever the fuck, and it was like, nah, you can't sell like actual weed and shit.
Can you still grow it?
We can still grow our own weed and shit, and we can still consume weed and shit like that. But it's still kind of illegal to buy it from anywhere, which is kind of weird. Unless you have a medical card. Yeah,
it's so easy to get, bro.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Seriously, if you want a medical card, I have a stomach ache, persistent stomach aches, and they won't go away. Well, here you go, sir. That's how it was here at first. Like you had to get a grower, and you had to do all that stuff, and they went through everything, but then eventually they made it recreational, because once they see how much money is being bought in, they're not going to say no. You know what I'm saying? They figured out ways to tax it and give it to schools and all type of little stuff. Like once they see that there's money to be made, they'll keep going with that shit, no problem.
They still haven't quite made it recreational, but they decriminalized it.
Oh, it will be. Trust me. Give it another year, bro.
No, this is a red state. They fucking with it.
No. But I'm saying once they see the money that they made and the monies that
they don't give a shit. No, I'm trying to tell you. I be seeing it on the news. This dude, my governor, mayor, whatever the fuck, all the niggas,
yeah,
they don't give a shit.
It was like that here too. It was like that in California. It was like that everywhere that now recreational marijuana is legal. It was literally like that everywhere. They came out and was like, you can sell it, and then they start selling it. It was like, wait a minute, we don't want you guys to sell it. It's gonna happen. They put all these provisions, they put all these provisions in place. Like you can be only way you can get weed is if you're a grower, or if you're this, or if you're if you're a patient, you can grow up to this amount of plants. If you're a grower, you can grow this many plants. Like, and then eventually they were just like, there's money to be made here. Let's tax this stuff and let's go ahead and make some money. And so here, and mind you, we don't even have a sales tax here. in Oregon.
Y'all what? Get the fuck out
We're
of
one
here.
of the two states
Delaware
don't
is
have
the other
sales
one.
tax.
Delaware.
So if let's say you were to come for my wedding, right, and you have $200, that $200, like if you pay $30 for something, you getting your $70 back.
That's crazy as
Like
hell.
there's no, so there's no sales tax, anything down here. It's property tax. But because there's no sales tax, but they decided, well, let's put some taxes on this shit. And so they just added the tax to the weed and everything. So yeah, man, like it's one of those things. Eventually they come around. Right now it's still new to everybody and they're scared of it. But eventually they come around once they see it. I almost guarantee, give it another year and a half, that shit will change.
We'll see. They've been working on this shit for a couple of years now.
Yeah, telling you.
Um,
What else we got?
all right, so the book of shot is talking about. Uh, did I say we ain't talk about this? Oh, trying to get that loan, yo. How? What the fuck? If you work at the bank and somebody comes in there in a person with a person in a wheelchair and try to get a loan, come on, trying to get a loan, and you can clearly see that this motherfucker is trying to play Weekend at Bernie's. Like this motherfucker is dead. Like you're trying to get a loan with a dead dude. This actually happened. There's a Brazilian woman who went to the bank and brought in her dead uncle and tried to persuade the people at the bank to give her a loan in his
Mm.
name. And they actually ended up calling the police and shit and paramedics and all that shit. And they surmised that he had been dead for like 2 hours already.
So did she kill him?
They don't know. They're working on that shit.
Wow.
He was only 68.
Wow. So she weekend at Bernie's them, put him in a wheelchair, probably had did the puppet master thing where he had his hands able to move and stuff like that. That's sick. That's and again, money's always been the root of everything bad for the most part. And so it's not, people kill people for insurance money all the time, right?
Yeah, for
We
sure.
they make whole stories off for like Oxygen and ID Channel based on somebody killing somebody else for insurance monies, insurance dollars. So man, that's, and you
Yeah,
said this is
money be the shit. I think it was Brazil. Well, I know it was a Brazilian woman. It might have been in Brazil. I think I'm not quite sure.
that's insane, bro.
Yeah,
That's and again, how far are you willing to go to get paid?
that's
You know,
see people do weird shit for money, man. They'll just
yeah,
do whatever the fuck.
yeah. A lot of these things that people do is typically for money. People go into banks and rob them. Because they didn't see another option. Like this is I wonder how she thought this plan sounded in her head. I'd be curious to know. You know what I mean? I'd be curious to know, like, she was sitting around thinking, you know what I could do? We could just take the body down there and put some glasses on him and everything and make everybody think that he's just really tired or really sleep.
I don't even think he
Never
had
mind the smell.
glasses on. All right, I don't even think he had glasses on or anything. And she took a cab to get him there. So
the cab driver probably had to help him into the.
I don't know. Yeah, she took a cab to get there. Like, yeah.
Have you ever lifted dead weight shot? Like the
Mm,
homie that's passed out or something like that and try to
I
pick
was.
them up
Oh
off
yeah,
the
yeah,
floor.
yeah. I had to think. I had to
Yeah,
think. Oh fuck yeah,
yeah. So
yeah.
if you can imagine a dead body, somebody that can give you no help or no pull, trying to get them, and he was in a wheelchair, so you had to get him into the wheelchair, to the taxi, out of the wheelchair, you know what I'm saying, into the taxi, and then vice versa, out of the taxi into the wheelchair, into the bank. At no point did she think this is a bad idea.
She went through with the whole fucking thing, and then went into the bank and tried to act like he was still alive.
That's
Try.
crazy.
He tried to talk to him and everything. Try to raise his hand and try to put the pen in his hand and shit. Like I
That's
think they
crazy.
got a video for the shit, man. I didn't watch it. I can't. I didn't want to watch it.
Yeah,
But I know there's a video.
yeah, that's insane. Throw the book at her, because again, there's dumb and then there's stupid as shit.
Yeah.
That lady is stupid as shit. And she thought these people at the bank that are in charge of hundreds of thousands, in most cases millions of dollars, were gonna be like, okay, this checks out.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, lady?
He's just a little groggy.
What the shit are you talking about?
Nah,
Like,
she tried that shit. She tried that shit.
so
Like,
was she arrested or?
yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay, yeah, good
Yeah.
for them. You know what I'm
I gotta
saying?
see if there's no follow up on that. Next week I'll see if we'll talk about a follow up.
I would love to know if there's a follow up. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying to any of that. So okay, shit, man. How
Yeah.
dumb can a person be? Like I don't. I mean, I don't really even. I don't even know. Like how stupid can a motherfucker be? But yeah, keep going, bro. If you got one more.
I got a couple more. I don't know what you want to talk about. Shit. Oh, real quick, did you hear about Prime Energy not being good for people?
Have you tasted Prime? Well, yes, because it was almost like
I never had
they
it.
take it off the market or not take it off the market, but try to just because it was a lot of kids drink Prime, basically. You know, just like I don't see any adult
Oh,
motherfuckers that buy Prime.
okay. I
It's
never
only
had. I never had it.
yeah, it's
I
only
don't. I
kids.
don't even know if I've ever seen it. I probably looked at it and just kept walking.
My son has like Prime packets or had Prime packets. Like they weren't the energy ones; they were just the regular like sports drink.
Yeah.
You know those like otter, you know those popsicles that come like they're unfrozen first. You find them at the store. They come in a pack of 50 or 100
Yeah.
or whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's what they taste like. You ever just tasted just the juice
Yeah.
of that shit? That's what they taste like. They're awful.
That's
All of
crazy.
them were fucking awful. There wasn't one of them that was like, oh man, this one's kind of good. It tastes like berries. They all taste like overly those popsicles. Like they poured the popsicle mix or that juice into these bottles and just start selling those. They're disgusting. But
That's
the
fucked
energy
up.
drinks are that much worse. So yes, I did know that they weren't supposed to be good for you.
That's fucked up. Oh wow, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I never had any of that shit.
I don't think it matters though. Like, I mean, they remade Four Loco when that wasn't good for people, and they bought it back out, and
Yeah.
yeah,
I still used to drink them shits from
you was a
time to
Four
time.
Loco dude.
Back in the day, like give me that man. I'm talking about like 10 years ago, probably longer. Yeah, longer than that. Longer than that. Yeah, it was
Okay.
like 12, 13 years ago. I was on them shits. Yeah,
Blech,
yeah.
gross.
Ain't no doubt. Yeah, I used to. I could. Man, I'm trying to tell you, I could drink two of them Jones in like 2 minutes. Yeah, I can kill
Yeah,
that
Four
shit.
Loco is disgusting. And it's one of those things. Like my ex-wife used to drink those all the time. I was like, ugh, how can you drink this shit, man?
I
Like,
I had to stop. Yeah.
yeah, they were you because you probably were, pissing on people's cars and stuff like that. Four
No, no,
Loco,
no, no, no,
crazy
no.
shit.
It does make you do crazy shit, but
Yeah, you want an energy
no.
drink and to be fucked up at the same time. Like, let's.
Well, the ones we had here didn't have the energy part. Like there was no more energy. Like they took that out.
No, they took it out here eventually, but the ones that didn't have that,
When I was
they were
drinking,
just.
there was none of that. It was just
Oh, okay.
alcohol, and it was like straw. It was like 12%, whatever the fuck, or some shit.
Jesus, ugh, that's gross, man. We got time for one more.
That's shit. Uh oh, here's one. This could be quick too. We're gonna have to ask. What you doing for Mother's Day? What you doing? This is the question for people. If people were here, that would have been a good question.
Yeah, right.
What's happening for Mother's Day?
I mean, just do something with my mom. All the women in my life that mean something. You know, make them some dinner or something like that. Not
I
too
feel you.
much.
I feel you.
What you got going?
Shit. I know what my mom wants, but I think it's for her birthday. Something she wants. Yeah, I know what she wants for her birthday.
Okay.
So for Mother's Day, I usually do the same thing. Just get flowers and a card, and yeah. What else? What do I do? Yeah, that's pretty much it. I forgot. It's usually something else, but yeah, flowers and a card
Yeah,
for
yeah. I
Mother's
mean,
Day. And whatever she asks for, if she wants something, I'll get that for her. Yeah, whatever it is.
I usually just try to make a nice dinner, for everybody. Come eat and worry about Mother's Day. That part's taken care of, type thing. But no, not much planned though.
All right, yeah. So that's all right. So that's that. Mother's Day is over with. All right. So what about the
Check.
What about check? What about the TikTok ban? You heard about that shit?
No, I don't have TikTok, so no.
I knew. See, I knew about that. I was. I remember that shit.
So
Anyway,
what happened?
So they had a bill that they put in that gave a bunch of money to other countries, like billions of dollars to other countries
Okay.
and shit like that. And then they slid that the TikTok ban into the bill, basically, because all the other shit like Republicans are down for. No, the other way around. Some shit. Either way, this is what I heard. Um, but they put that shit in there, and because if they knew if they had all the other shit in there, they would sign that fucking bill. So TikTok either is going to be banned or sold to someone else. That's basically what that bill says. Like so,
How
but
much
it's
is it going for? Probably 10, 15 billion.
it would be $1 billion buy. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Um,
For sure.
but I don't think they're going to sell it. So
I wonder how much TikTok is worth.
I don't think they're going to sell it, and it's because but yeah, I don't think they're going to sell it because they can still probably make money everywhere else except America. So they don't really care because yeah.
I'd be curious to know. TikTok is valued at $50 billion. So yeah, that's crazy, but that's probably wrong. Hold on, that's probably wrong.
I wouldn't doubt that shit.
Net worth $75 billion.
Yes, it got higher.
Yeah, that last one was from a few years ago.
There we go.
So yeah, it's like, hey man, there's it's big money in social media, man. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about billions of people around the world using, some form of social. And TikTok ends up on Instagram, it ends up on Facebook, it ends up, everywhere. You know what I mean? Like so it's I don't have a TikTok, but I know everything that happens on it because I have a Facebook and I have an Instagram, and those same videos, get sent there. So they're killing it right now. $75 billion. I wonder if you do sell it, it's going for at least 100.
It has to. That's crazy as fuck.
At least 100 billion. 100 billion. Who has $100 billion?
That's what I was trying to figure out. I don't think there is.
Crazy.
There is nobody. That's why they're probably not going to sell it. They're just going to let it be banned and just
There's
get out.
got to be 100 billionaire.
Who like you? I know Elon Musk has money. I know Jeff Bezos has money, but they don't have money to buy that. Elon already just bought Twitter, so he can't. He can't. I don't think he's going to buy that. And Donald Trump don't have the money. Nobody has that amount of money. No. And
So
I don't think they would sell it anyway because
so I found
they do a
something.
better job with it everywhere else than anybody would. So
remember, Elon Musk bought Twitter. So
I said that.
so I found you said that. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Statistia says that here are the list of $100 billion men and women. All right. So we have, who do you think is number one?
For $100 billion?
Yes.
I don't even have a guess. I didn't know there were people with $100 million.
Of the 10 people on the list, 9 of them are American. How about that? So
I'm gonna say Bezos is number one.
Bezos is number 3, 153 billion.
Musk is number 1.
236 billion and number 1.
Musk is number 1.
Yes.
Hey.
Do you know anybody else?
He's American, isn't he? Is he American?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Bernard Arnold.
He just got a weird name. I just wasn't sure. Who?
Bill Gates is 4th, 133 billion. Larry Ellison, Oracle, 130. Warren Buffett, 119. Larry Page, 116. Steve Ballmer, 114. Mark Zuckerberg, 114. And Sergey Brin at 110 million.
Who was number 2?
Bernard Arnold.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
He is. I don't know exactly who he is. I have to look him up because he's worth $191 billion. So it might be worth knowing who the fuck he is and why he's been able to have that many billions of dollars, which is crazy. All I need is $1 billion. I'm gonna make a lot happen with $1 billion, baby. I'm gonna buy an airline. I'm gonna buy a block, like a whole like 2 or 3 blocks, and just make it, Black Wall Street, banks, grocery stores, hospitals, everything that you need for development and growth. That's what I'm gonna do. Strip clubs everywhere. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna have things set up real quick. Send white people to the hood and make sure that their neighborhoods are fucked up. So this way they know what it's like just to live in some discomfort for a little bit. So
That's
yeah,
a
man.
good plan. Good plan.
We had some other stuff, and I'm glad we didn't really touch on a lot of wrestling because honestly, I don't really care too much. But there is something I do care about, Shot. I
What's
know
up?
you care about it too. And that's
Hey,
bro.
it's on tonight, nigga. Yo,
The last episode was great. You know what I mean? We saw the return of a character that'll
Storm.
go unnamed. I wasn't gonna mention Storm, but Shot
Oh,
gave
my
you
bad.
the spoiler alert right there. But
Yeah, my bad.
you did see the return of another character. I think the show is so well done. I think they did a great job of us kind of tipping the cap to us old people and us people that have been following the product for so long. And man, it was just fucking awesome, bro. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this episode tonight. I'm gonna eat some chili dogs, sit back and watch these. But I also want to ask you, Shot, have you seen the trailer for Wolverine and Deadpool?
Yes, I saw the second trailer.
What
Yeah,
did you think?
I can't wait for that movie. Like I have to find somebody to take to that movie for sure. Yeah.
The best part of that trailer, and I'm not sure if you noticed it, was when Ant-Man's huge corpse
Yeah.
kind of pulled up to the shore. It was like, oh, that's tight, man.
Yeah.
That's hella tight and everything. So I'm looking forward to seeing that movie when it comes out. I like to go by myself. I don't need nobody around me. My son might go, but he usually falls asleep, at some point during the movie. Some people don't do well in movie theaters.
No, oh yeah, I'm gonna be at
I,
the movie theater. I gotta get popcorn if they got it. I'm getting food if they got it. I'll be in
yeah,
there.
so I'm looking forward to it. That's going to be a great night. And I don't know about you, but they sell beer at our movie theaters now.
We got one called Cinema Cafe that sells all that. It sells food, it sells drinks, it sells beer, it sells popcorn. So yeah, all that good
Yeah,
stuff.
man.
Candy.
So I'm looking forward to going to see
Oh, the
that
seats
movie.
recline too. Yeah, I mean,
Oh yes, also you trying to fall asleep, man. We have these ones out here that have like beds in them, which
I
is
think they got something here too,
which
but
is
I
dangerous.
haven't been there yet. Yeah.
Which is dangerous. Like you're gonna put me in this situation to where I get to recline in the bed, be laid up with with my lady and everything like that for 2 hours, maybe 3. There's a good chance I'm falling asleep. There's a
Possibly.
reason I don't watch movies in the bed.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I get too comfortable. If the movie is kind of like quiet at a point, I'm like, oh shit, let me just lay like this until I get ready to. Before you know it, I'm out. So
Yeah.
I have to watch a movie on the couch. I have to watch it somewhere else. So I have a choice but to be focused or something like that. Because once I lay down, this shit, I'm stretching out. Shoes come off, socks come off. Like, yeah, man, I'm chilling here, bro. So yeah, man. Damn, I can't wait for the movie to come out. I can't wait to watch X-Men 97.
Yeah.
After we get out of here, man. Like, so I'll be so excited for these little 35, 40-minute shows
Facts.
that come on. So yeah, man, looking forward to see how they bridged all the things we know about X-Men, all the things we learned, since the original cartoon ended right now. So we'll see, man. But damn, Shot, this is always fun, bro. And we didn't talk about
Yeah.
wrestling not one time.
Not one time, but shout out to Swerve Strickland for winning the
Shout out to
AEW
Swerve.
championship.
Swerve went on dry. Swerve.
Yeah.
Yeah, good shit, Swerve. The new AEW World Heavyweight Champion, their first black champion, the 9th AEW champion that they've had since they've opened those doors. So they're kind of playing hot potato with that belt, but
Yeah.
hopefully it sticks. Hopefully it's something that they can grow with. I love Swerve Scott or Swerve Strickland, whatever we want to call him. But Swerve he's got it. You know, he's got the look, he's got the demeanor, and now he took that dope ass picture in the locker room after he won that kind of mimicked the Kobe Bryant. You know, in the locker room, in the shower with the jacket on, the hat, and the title. That was an iconic pick, and he kind of mimicked that picture. I love all the diversity that we have in wrestling right now, Shot. I guess we'll talk a little bit about it. You know, the WWE heavyweight champion is Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
The AEW world champion is black.
Yeah.
NXT champion, you know, and Trick Williams is a black man. R-Truth finally getting his opportunity to be
tag team champion. Hell yeah.
So yeah, man, I think I love the diversity within wrestling. Oh, obviously the big three of the women's division in WWE with Bianca, Jade, and you know Naomi.
Yeah.
Obviously Naomi or Mercedes Moné in AEW. You know,
I heard she wasn't getting too over there. I don't know.
I like Mercedes or Sasha, you know, whatever we want to call her, but I feel like nobody's a bigger fan of Sasha Banks than Sasha Banks.
Wow.
Yeah. It's the same way I feel about Seth Rollins. I feel like Seth Rollins is his own biggest fan, you know, like, and it comes across as such, you know, a lot of times with Mercedes Moné. And so, we'll see, but either way, it's beautiful to look around. There was a time shot where we never saw people like us that looked like us in the championship.
Yeah, yeah.
Knowing they was good, knowing they was cold, but they never got a chance to do anything. So this is for all the Bad News Browns of the world, the Stevie Rays of the world. You know,
Junkyard Dog.
Like Booker T is really the only one that we could look at and say he was our star.
Yeah.
Booker T was dope. You know what I'm saying? Booker T
and Ron Simmons.
Ron Simmons, you know what I'm saying? Like the list is short, right? It's Ron Simmons, it's Booker T. Outside of that, like, you know what I'm saying? Then we got Kofi, you know what I'm saying? Then we got Biggie. Then we got, you know what I'm saying?
We still got to get Woods on that
train. Bobby Lashley and everybody. Like, you know, we were able to get these great, you know, champions from there. So it's not the WWE of old, man. It's not the wrestling era of old, man. This is some really talented black brothers, you know, and sisters out there that are doing some amazing things in wrestling. Also our Dominican and Latino and our Puerto Rican brothers and sisters that are out there, you know, making things happen and being the top of the card. And Damian Priest is really carrying that Puerto Rican flag, so to speak, you know, for everybody. So, but yeah, man. So shout out to them. Shout out to you. Shout out to y'all for hanging out with us for the night and just, you know, talking some shit with the Shot and with Taylor Morgan or Rashad.
Yeah, for sure.
It's always fun. But damn, Shot, man, what you got going for the rest of the night?
I don't know, man. I gotta watch X-Men for sure.
Gotta watch X-Men, right? I'm gonna go ahead. I'm in moving stuff. I'm in the process of moving, so my house is a fucking mess right now. So I'm gonna take a shower. Like I said, get some chili dogs, and that X-Men is calling my name.
Yeah, man.
Man. So get a chance, check it out. It's on Disney Plus. So if you haven't seen it yet, go ahead and check it out. If you're into comics and shit like that, I guarantee you're gonna like it. Just one of those things. Yeah. So same time next week, Shot?
Hell yeah.
My man. Yeah. So this is After Hours, and this is the Evolution of Wrestling. Make sure you give us a like and a follow on the Facebook page, Evolution of Wrestling.
Yes, sir.
We'll be here next week, man. So for my guy, Alan Scott, I'm Rashad Taylor.
Peace.